Hello, everyone. It has been a little while. This is going to be a monthly Clow reading for May 2020 for the sign of Aries. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And this is just for fun, something I do. And if you watch this, I hope you get some value out of it. Now, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into the reading. I shuffled the cards and I laid them out. So this is first week, second week, third week, fourth week, and then another final message at the end of the reading. The top row is the different parts of the week. The bottom row are clarifiers to help get a better understanding of the energies of each week. The bottom of the Clow deck, we have the Windy, and the bottom of the Sakura deck, we have the Song. The Windy is all about, it's all about willpower, your thoughts, taking control of the way you think about things. It's all about how you think about things, your thought processes, about turning the things you desire to manifest into reality. It's all about communication and the way your thoughts shape your reality. The Song is a card about expressing yourself. It's all about the way you present yourself to the world and the way you take space in it. When I see them paired together, I feel like this month there's going to be a lot of chances for you to express yourself. I think self-expression, especially in a more authentic way, will be a big factor this month for you, Aries. When it's paired with the Windy card, I feel like you are going to be more willful about the way you express yourself. In any areas of life where you don't feel like you're fully expressing your opinions or the way you want to present yourself, I think you're going to be doing that more this month. I feel like this month you're going to definitely be expressing yourself in a more genuine way and coming from a more truthful place deep within yourself when it comes to sharing your opinions, thoughts, and ideas with the world. And you're going to be doing it on purpose. You're going to make the decision, I feel, to, really be more in your power and in your authenticity as an individual. So the first week we have the Return with the Nameless card. So in the first week, you are probably going to be looking back on the past quite a bit, especially in regards to past relationships. That's primarily mostly romantic maybe, but it could also just be past friendships and relationships with loved ones. You could be looking back in fondness or in regret. You could also be looking back and taking stock of the way things were in the past and healing from past troubles you've dealt with romantically or relationship-wise. Everyone is different and everybody is on their own path, but most of us do have things we need to heal. And I think in the first week, we might be reminiscing a little bit or healing from things that went awry in the past with us. We might be healing a little bit emotionally as we take stock of things that have passed and as we step forward, into the present. By healing yourself from the past, you might be able to be more open and in a better place for receiving healthier relationships, friendships, and love as we go into the future. So I think the first week is about evaluating things that have already occurred and healing what might need to be healed. The second week, we have the Lock and the Sand. The Lock is all about keeping things to yourself. It's keeping things close to your chest. It's about hiding away from the world, not sharing your talents or special abilities with the world. The Sand card is about divinity. It can be about connecting with religion or spirituality. It could also just be about connecting to yourself deep down, your inner divinity, so to speak. When I see it paired with the Lock, it's an interesting combination. I feel that, it can go two ways, but I feel that in the second week, you might be at odds with a certain thing within yourself. You might be keeping yourself away from things that make you really happy deep down, There may be certain things you do for fun that bring you fulfillment that you're just not letting yourself do for whatever reason, whether you tell yourself you're too tired, you don't have the time, or that part of your life is over with. And I think that by, allowing yourself to experience these things, or whatever things you've been keeping yourself away from, you're going to be able to connect to an aspect of yourself that is more personal to you. It's very private, it's deep down, it's divine. You're going to be connecting with something that's more intrinsic to you, something that's more instinctive. And I think that it will almost be like a divine moment when you do this thing that you've kind of been keeping yourself from. I think in the second week, you might also potentially have strayed away from some type of religion or spirituality, and I could see you finally connecting with it again in some capacity. And if not something spiritual, then it could just be something inward, like I said, a passion that you may have neglected, and you could be getting back to it, at that time. The third week, we have the loop and the mist. I feel like in the third week, you're going to be feeling a little frazzled, a little lost, a little bit out of sorts. You could be a little unmotivated, feeling a little directionless, a little aimless as you go about, your week. And it's nothing bad. Sometimes we just run on autopilot. We're not constantly engrossed in passionate, passion projects or things that make us stimulated or excited. The third week, to me, it feels very low energy. It doesn't seem like there's too much happening, but if you are feeling aimless and it's the kind of thing that would make you feel bad, I would say plan your week ahead of time, or plan your month out. If there are certain projects, certain goals you wish to achieve in the month of May, you can write a to-do list or literally make a schedule if you're the type of person who's good at adhering to schedules. I think that could help you. That way, when you get into the third week where you feel a little bit directionless, you'll have a set schedule to follow already. So it'll give you more of a sense of purpose. Otherwise, I would just say, don't do anything, to try and fill in the time. If you feel like low energy, or you feel like you need to rest, then I would say just rest. Just take it easy in that third week. The third week you might be potentially a little, I don't want to say burned out, but you might be into a certain routine, and maybe to shake things up, you could also consider doing something new, doing something a different way, or like I said, just pulling back from the world a little bit and taking some time to yourself. The final week is all about your aspirations and the things you dream about. Now, I think in the final week of the month, you're going to be feeling very happy. I feel like there's a lot of joy to be had, and I think there's a lot of dreaming to do. With the dream card, it's a card about daydreaming, the things you dream about, your aspirations, your goals, the things you want to accomplish in life. The bubbles is a card of joy, happiness, lighthearted feelings, feeling a deep joy that rises within yourself, that comes up to the surface. When we pair them together, I feel like you are getting a lot of happiness from your aspirations, the things you dream about, whether it's you actively pursuing these things that you want to accomplish in your life, these goals, or simply, the beginning stages where you're just planning them out. For some people, they're even earlier than that, and they may just be giving themselves the time to dream, or considering different things that appeal to them that they may not have considered themselves able to do before. The last week is a week for dreaming, for planning, for setting maybe some deadlines for goals. It's a very positive week, though. It's a very good week for trying to add new things into your schedule that will help propel you closer to the things you're trying to accomplish. The final message for the month, we have the big and the time. The big is all about opportunities, big opportunities, chances to make big waves. It's about a leap of faith, taking a chance on something that you consider big, taking something by the reins, jumping with both feet in. The time is about worry, anxiety over the future, worrying, thinking about the what ifs. What if this doesn't go right? What if this goes wrong? And the big is kind of like the opposite of that. There could be opportunities coming up for you that would help, advance you a lot further in whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, but you might not, take up those offers because you're a little bit worried, if something might not work out, or, just regular anxiety about trying something new because it's the fear of the unknown. Opportunities are going to be presenting themselves to you this month, and if they don't present themselves, you're going to be presented with the chance to create opportunities as you go about your life. And you'll know it because you'll have times where you're not doing anything and you'll have the chance to work on something, reach out to that person who, everyone's situation is different. But it comes down to whether or not you choose to listen to those worries and, self-doubt and thoughts in your head that things may not work out, all the what ifs. I think the message this month, the overall message, the ending message for you, for Aries, is that you will have the chance to make some big changes towards things that are dear to you, things that you're striving for, but you have to really not let those self-doubts and those worries about the future stop you. It's okay to take stock of, potential scenarios that may happen, but don't let the idea and possibilities of negative outcomes stop you from trying. You still gotta swing the bat if you want to hit a home run, and if you're worried about striking out, you're never gonna get far in life. Overall, I think it's a good month. I think you're moving on from past things you've dealt with. I think you're reconnecting to certain things in life that have more meaning for you. I think you may be breaking out of some routines and times where you feel a little directionless. You might be able to finally give yourself a little bit of direction. And I think you're going to be giving yourself some time to really plan up some new things, some goals, and dream up some new dreams for yourself. You're going to be giving the chance to have some opportunities, or maybe you're going to create the opportunities for yourself by relinquishing some of these worries that may be self-imposed. You're going to be doing all this by expressing yourself in a more genuine way, and I think that it's a very beautiful thing to be able to express yourself, authentically. I think this month is really good for you, Aries, and I'm going to be posting another video for next month really soon, within the next few weeks. So if you stick around for that, you can watch that one too. Thank you so much for watching if you're still here. And if you want to know the meanings of these cards, I will post a link in the description below with a video talking about all of the card meanings. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.